Look, man, you know how it be, man, with that traffic in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? A little late, but I'm here. I'm sorry, man. Y'all already know how we rock, man. Hopefully y'all having a great evening. You know what I mean? Um, we finna get it on John, man. We got something nice tonight. You know what I'm saying, for the podcast, man. Make sure y'all hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that share button, you know. Um, we're gonna get it in like Flynn. You feel me? Let me bring this up, man, so it could be right here in front of my face. But y'all know how we do it, man. Once we get 100 people on this thing, we take off. Shouts out to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube, and everywhere else that's locked and loaded to the Pop It Up Podcast. We're gonna talk about some things tonight, so I hope y'all got y'all pen and pad. Y'all know it's learning in session. You understand me? Y'all know how we rock, man. Ain't no secret. You feel me? Straight up and down like 6 o'clock. But make sure y'all hit that share button. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And I'm gonna blow y'all mind tonight, man. Ricky White, what's happening, bro? Billy Fly, what they do, man? Checking in from Houston, Texas, man. South Memphis, man. Cannon Crib, what up? South Memphis checking in this bit. You know what I'm talking about? They in this bit, though. Texas in this bit. Texas in this bit, D. Nubian, what's up, man? What's happening? They checking in. Straight up. Yo, man, we finna get this bit going, man. We got over 100 people, you feel what I'm trying to say? And yo, man, shouts out to everybody that tuned in, you know what I'm talking about?
You're now tuned into the Pop It Up Podcast.
And we're gonna get right to it and do it.
Please believe it's Steve. Let's go. Now, let's get it in.
Still got a little bit in the handle, man. You know how we do. We try to cover much ground as we can. Appreciate y'all to the Pop It Up Podcast. North Carolina checking in, you know what I'm saying? Washington, D.C. checking in. Louisiana. God damn. British Columbia. Canada checking in. Yeah, checking in this bit, man. Philadelphia, Indiana, New York City. Damn. What's up? What we got from overseas, man? Anybody overseas in this bit, you know what I'm talking? Gainesville, Florida, you already know the elf checking in the mother. California, VA, damn, Mississippi, man. Jack Anderson, what's happening? Naptown, yeah, they in this bit. Make sure y'all hit that share button, man. We finna get it in. And you already know, man. Every time I come on this bit, man, we gonna learn something, man. I don't waste my time doing it like that. I definitely want to let y'all know about our sponsors, man. You know how we rock. You know what I'm saying? Real Credit Deal. For everybody who's tuned in right now, there's the number. Real Credit Deal, man. Go ahead and get your credit right, because boy, we done been helping so many people. And I went to bat, and I got them to extend that sale to May the 6th. So you got to May the 6th, 114. Go ahead and get your credit right. I done told y'all, man. If y'all follow me, y'all know I check in with y'all damn near every day, nagging you. Go on get it right, because I know once that sale gone, they gonna be hitting me up like, nah, and then I can do. Man, go on get your credit right, man. Especially you a young family or you somebody trying to get it right in life, bro. Get your credit right. And I'm gonna tell you why this whole podcast is about tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely about the on the financial side, and it's like it's crazy. Like I say, people gotta stop being afraid, man, to pull that trigger, man. And go ahead and put yourself in a better position. But hit that like button, hit that share button. And also I want to give a big shout out to 1-800-BAD-PAIN. Y'all already know what time it is. We're gonna run the promo on that. Those are the sponsors, man. If you anywhere in the world and you get into an accident, and we done helped quite a few people already. So if you get into an accident, call 1-800-BAD.
1-800-BAD-PAIN. Yeah, I just read what I'ma do. I'm in all this pain. Pain up in my pockets too, but I gotta make it rain. Pick up the phone, I 1-800, don't forget bad pain. Anytime, give them a call, no pain, no gain. Yeah, I got bad pain, I got bad pain, yeah. Yeah, I got bad pain, I got bad pain, yeah. Yeah, I got bad pain, I got bad
1-800 bad pain.
Oh, that pain, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We done helped quite a few people on that already, man. If you, your daughter, your children, or whoever you know, 1-800 bad pain, no matter where you at in the world, make sure you tap in, and they gonna take care of you. And shouts out to everybody who already tapped into that. Definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. And like I say, man, we're gonna get it in. Listen, tonight, we're gonna speak about this inflation. But I want people to understand that this is not no joke. This big ass crash that everybody talking about that's coming. And this is one of the reasons why I push people to be in a position where you can call the shots. So if it ever becomes something that come up like this crash or something, it won't affect you as much, if anything. You get what I'm saying? And it's serious. This is serious. And it's crazy because most people, and it's supposed to be the land of the free, one of the, richest countries, supposedly, or whatever the case may be, but most folk don't even have enough money to take vacations. The average family. You're talking about Rob and Peter to pay Paul, but we finna dig deep into this whole inflation thing, and people gotta understand this ain't no joke. Like, for real. This shit ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, man. This ain't no joke. And we're gonna take a few calls at the end, but I want y'all to I want you to understand, ain't that wrong working for somebody? It's not. But when you put in all them hours and times for somebody that, like, I'm big on that. Like, I wouldn't tell you work for somebody the rest of your life. Pull the trigger, man. That's why I push the credit thing. You know what I'm saying? I done seen people literally get their credit right, build it up, get it right how they supposed to, get the right loans, and start their own businesses. This shit is real. This ain't no joke. This is real. But the thing about it is, people so brainwashed to a lot of folk don't want to take that step because they're afraid. But this inflation thing is way deeper than that. Way deeper than that. And right after that, you already know this whole scarcity about food shortages. We done talked about it, but this is serious. This is what's going on today. So let's get it in. Like I say, the inflation. And people got to understand, right? When let me put it like so. We talking about when prices is going up, but the checks ain't. The money that people making ain't matching the way of living right now. This is how inflation kills societies, like civilization. Wipes it out. The more money they print, the more debt, the more we in trouble when it comes to that. And you got to understand how this shit gonna affect people, especially like working class people, because you got to understand when the crash hit, these people don't invest in working people. They invest in investing people, the investment space. You have to understand that. Like, you have to get that. You have to understand that. And this is the thing about this, right? People paying $1,800 for a damn house that was built in 1960. If you ever tried to rent something lately, renting, man, you know how high it is to get a damn apartment? Like, this ain't no joke. Bruh, this ain't no joke. And like I said, we finna dive deep, and I want people to understand, man, people moving out of houses every day. It's only 12 months in a year. Every day somebody lease up. This ain't no joke. Every freaking day somebody leases up. And I'm telling you, rent going up 20%. And when it lasts so many years, almost 50%. Like, it's crazy how the rent going up. We talking about, see, when you paying bills and you the head of your household, or you the one making sure everything, you feel me? I ain't talking about nobody who, they just come and go or whatever. I'm talking about people, and it's no disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But people who pay bills, they get it. This ain't no joke. They get it. And this is what I'm trying to explain to people. This is why one of the reasons why I push the credit, because that affects you moving in somewhere. We talking about first, last month rent. Man, these folks spending down to really move, bro. You might spend $8,000. I'm talking about the whole move, especially if you move from out of state. From out of state. This ain't no joke. When I say this shit ain't no joke, this ain't no joke. And this whole, like, bro, Everything is going up with this inflation, and I want people to start paying attention, start getting in position. Because first of all, if we all work together, we wouldn't have no issues. They could do what the hell they want to do. We'll be strong. And I'm gonna tell you why. I had a conversation with somebody, right? When I was coming out the store the other day. If he on here, he don't want to call his name or whatever, but he know we talked about a lot of things. I'm talking about I stood there and talked to homie for down there 2 hours. We chopping it up. And one thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, right? You have to understand this, right? When put like this up, like me and homie spoke about, black folks play the game of sports, right? Football, basketball, or whatever the case may be, right? Jewish people play the game of finances, right? This is one of the conversations me and homie had, and it's true. Think about what I'm saying. When you ever seen a damn Arab or when you ever seen a Jewish football player, think about this shit. When you ever seen a Jewish football player, basketball player. See, we play the sports of sports. They play the sports of finances. We talking about playing with $700+ million. You dig what I'm saying? And when you think about it, this shit is so real. You got to understand that America is faced with so much financial miseducation, but you got to understand a lion would never tell a gazelle how to get away. So when you don't know about credit, when you don't know about finances, it's a reason why. These people teach you everything up but that, because when you sit to the table, it has to be an advantage and a disadvantage. One party got to know the other one don't. This is how you get taken advantage of. And I tell you all the time, ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world. Because you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit emotionally, mentally, and your dad's going to get hit financially because you don't know. That's all that is. You don't know. Now, we're going to step into a few things. Like I say, man, like everything is based around business, man. Business. I tell you all the time, business is your father, religion is your mother. Why? When you see them little them little catch-up packages, yeah, they look neat, don't it? People might thought that's a little, nah, motherfucker. They created them to stop you from squirting all that motherfucker ketchup. Same way with the mustard, them condiments. Anybody into the restaurant business understand every napkin counts. When you go in the bathroom, when you push the little thing down to wash your hands, see, that shit trains you psychologically to, you know, you got a couple seconds to wash your hands. You know how much money they made or saved, I'm going to say, from creating that. All this is about business. This shit ain't got nothing to do with you, nothing about no personal feelings, it all boils down to business. And the only reason why I'm telling y'all these things is because I want y'all to have this type of mindset when you look at these things. And y'all hit that share button, man. Hit that share button. And a lot of people ain't even thinking like how I'm trying to tell them. When you go in the bathroom and you hit the water thing, you push it down and they got so many seconds. You train to get in there, go ahead and hit your hands. You know how much money they saved? They come up with this type of shit. Everything around you is business, bro. It has nothing to do with you. Now let's get to this crash. When printing a lot of money, right? When they print a shitload of money, right? The people is in trouble. You understand me? And you have to understand how these banks work, how just people in finances work, right? We're going to pull up some definitions, right? We're going to pull up some different definitions of some things. Y'all bear with me. And I want y'all to look at this definition, right? Look at the definition of this. A political leader. What's a demagogue? A political leader who seeks support by appealing. See, that's the magic. They want to appeal or appear to the desires and prejudices of ordinary people rather than using rational argument. This is what, when you print a lot of money, this is at the top. This is what we create at the top, right? This is what's created at the top. Write these words down, bro. Write these words down. And if you don't know what poverty is, we're gonna and I know y'all know what it is. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to it. Let's check that. You check this out. Poverty. Poverty. The state of one who lacks, right, a usual or socially acceptable amount of money or material possessions. Poverty is said to exist when people lack the means to satisfy their basic needs. Now listen, very important, because we're gonna learn something tonight, goddamn. You know what that basically saying? When you have a society, right, and you have a group of people governing finances, right? When you working and you get a certain amount of money. Now we're gonna go a little deeper. We're gonna go to communism, Marxism. I'm gonna show you all these different definitions, how it's broken down. Please pay attention. Okay. When you work for a government, right? Or when you're in a society and you working for a business or whatever, right? The paycheck doesn't go up. Because notice, when you're working for a job, you're gonna hit a ceiling. No matter how many years you're gonna work there, you're only gonna go so far. But when the way of life inflates and that paycheck can't meet that inflation, guess what happens? The people become dependent on the government. Now they got you. You see how that work? Now they got you by the balls. And a lot of people ain't even thinking about these type of things. This is how they coerce you to do certain things, because guess what? They controlling the money flow. This is why I tell you, get in position to be a boss. Get in position to control your own destiny, because these things won't affect you as much. Because like I say, when you ain't making that money, but the cost of living going up, man, you know how much it costs. Right now, one of my partners, I ain't gonna call his name, one of my partners right now, in the Lauderdale, North Miami area, this man spending $2,400 a month for a freaking 2-bedroom apartment. Bro, like I say, if you just joining on this thing, man, hit that share button. But if you a person that really pay bills in your house and you the person that really take, you know where I'm coming from. This ain't no joke. This shit is scary. People literally getting forced out their homes because they can't afford them. And this is by design. This is by design. So yes, if you look at how history goes, the market it has to crash. It is set up that way to go so high and crash. It has to crash. But from some of the people that I'm really like, I really look up to and the things they saying, this crash is gonna be a hell of a crash right here. This crash gonna really affect a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hell of a crash right here. But I want people to understand how they coerce you to do things, because inflation is real. And like I said, if you ain't making the type of money to compensate for the lack of living or the cost of living, bro, you're gonna get swept under the tide. But when you become like that, you'll be dependent on the government. This is what they want. Like, come on, bro. This is what these people want. And this is how people become in these situations and don't even know it. This is why I say, work for yourself. That's it. That's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, let's go over to another, let's go to communism. Communism, a political theory derived from Karl Marx. Now we're gonna go to Marxism. And I'm gonna show you it's an ideology. It's crazy how these folk come up with this stuff, man. Political theory derived from Karl Marx, advocating class war, right? And leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs. You know what that said right there? Every man for him damn self. This is divide and conquer. This is basically that. You see it right there. This is communism. And this is the shit they don't teach you in school. Like I say, we're going to learn today. Y'all hit that share button, because like I say, we just getting started. But I'm finna show you how these folk really be playing with you. You can see it for yourself. Most people ain't never heard of Karl Marx, right? Advocating class war. Class war. I told you it had to be an upper class, middle class, lower class. everybody can't be the same. We can't be equal. There's no equality in America, period. Equality will crush this shit. Equality will end their agenda. They don't want equality, bro. They want us all to be on different levels. Certain people make this type of money. We divided from socialism, finances, race, gender, bro. We divided in so many. We chopped up in so many pieces. When we supposed to live like ants, we supposed to live tribal, but we don't. Keep telling you, this shit gonna get real deep. But you see it for yourself, right? Advocating class war and leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs, right? Communism. Now let's go here. Communism is a now this is gonna really get you, right? This gonna really get you. Pay close attention to this. Communism is a philosophical, social, political, and economic ideology and movement whose goal is to establish of a communist society. So what that means? This is an ideology. Okay. This is someone's thoughts. This is how they put this shit together on us. And that's basically what it is. An ideology, meaning you're seeing the world through someone else's eyes. That's all ideology is. You're living through someone else's ideology. That's basically what it is. You get what I'm saying? Now, I just showed you literally these people want you to work and get paid according to your abilities and needs, not as a family. Not as a family, but as an individual. So as an individual, they can whoop your ass all day long. You by yourself. When you go to court, you go by yourself. When you should go as a family. See, they individualize you. And I told y'all, individualism and collectivism is a real way of living. These are ideologies these people place on us. So when you say I, you putting yourself out there by yourself. You never want to be like that. But I'm finna blow your mind with something. I'm finna blow your mind with this. This is what collectivism is. This is a real thing, collectivism. I talk about it all the time, right? The practice or principle of giving a group priority over each individual in it, right? This is collectivism, meaning we work as a collective together. This is what collectivism is. They don't want you to live like this. When you see people be always talking shit when you see 15 people in one house. That's collectivism. They living together. They can get way more done than you. See, us as black folks, not all, but majority. We'll go broke just to say, I did this, did my shit. I did this on my own. Bro, that's it. See, when you come into the light, when you start waking up and you start seeing it for what it is, stuff like that is very immature. Very immature. And this is what they want. Now, this is collectivism, okay? This is collectivism. Now, check this out. This is individualism, the habit or principle of being independent and self-reliant. This is what they want. So when you by yourself trying to do, imagine walking up a hill with 10 gallons of water by yourself. This is what they want you to do. Instead of us being collective and going together. See, every race, right? Every race has this where they depict black folks as if and like I say, he who controls things controls the perceptions of the people. I told you that. And that's true. Because the way you think and feel about certain things, who told you? The motherfuckers that run the world. The motherfuckers, the stuff you see on TV, radio, all that stuff. This is why they fight for that type of stuff. To control you. But every group of people, when it comes to business, they work together. Except black folks. And this is one of the things that I told y'all. You want to make a difference as a black folk, man, hit their pockets. Why? Because the money is the control. That's the control. If black folks right now didn't spend no money with none of these companies and just came together and spent on their own, man, you'll turn the world around. Every motherfucker that didn't like you, gonna start liking you. Cause think about this, right? And let me move this out the screen. And I made an example of this plenty of time. Man, y'all hit that share button, man. We going in. Hit that share button, man. We going in. I've done this a couple times, and I showed you where a group of people, like, okay, put like this up. If you go to China and you sold one of the most popular foods that Chinese people eat, as a black person, they will not buy it from you. And this is not to be racist. This is facts. This ain't got to be names. Ain't nothing to do with nobody's feelings. This is facts. Now, on the flip side, I'm just using Chinese people. Chinese people come over to America, find everything black folk like, seafood, hair, everything we like, and sell it to us, and we'll buy it all day long. Damien Dad said that a Jewish man told him that black folks spend money with everybody who don't spend money with them. They saw that as a business opportunity. And I know a lot of people wouldn't even understand what I just said. It's a business opportunity. Why? Because they could come here and sell us things and we'll buy it. You can never go to no China and sell them stuff and they buy it. They understand they're empowering you. Not just Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? Why you think they in the hood? Because we buy from any fucking body. I've traveled so much. And it blew my mind. I was in Mississippi. Man, I don't even know where I was. I was in one little spot up there in Mississippi, man. Shout out to all my people in Mississippi. Man, I went to a corner store, man. I seen the Arab and that bitch selling curry chicken, man. I can't even make this up. Blew my mind. That motherfucker way over here in the hood at the gas station selling curry chicken. But this is how it is when you're living individualistic. You see what I'm saying? They live in collectivism, and we by ourselves. Now I just want to throw that out there to y'all. And this is why when coming to like this whole crash thing, we're gonna, as a group of people, blacks gonna suffer the most. Because we don't have no financial structure. We have nothing. This is why when it comes to the political table, you got the Japanese, you got the Chinese, you got the Russians, you got everybody at that table except blacks. Why? Because we spend our money with everybody. We empower everybody at the table. They don't need us. We ain't shit to them. This is one of the things Kanye West was talking about. He making all this money for Nike, and the guy that owned Nike wouldn't even sit down with him. No respect. I don't agree with everything Kanye West do. Like, I promise you I don't. But that I understood. I understood why he wanted to boycott. What was it? Gucci, I think it was. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, one of them. Because on a higher level, he understand black folks are the ones that spending all the money with y'all. So as a culture, you mean tell me you ain't got enough respect to sit down with one of the guys, black guys, Kanye West, that's designing shoes for you and your company? Again, he don't need you. Everybody else spending money with him, they don't give a damn. But I promise you, if you stop doing it, because I'm telling you, these folks ain't gonna spend money with you. This is not to be racist. This is facts, man. I keep telling you, they're not. It's just facts. So when it comes to this inflation shit, we're gonna suffer the most because people in general are more consumers. I'm gonna say that, people in general. We're consumers. We don't want buying up every motherfucking thing. But again, I'm just showing you how these words and how these things, these ways of life they put on us, and it messes us up. Collectivism and individualism, that's a real thing. That's why I say, bro, all that politics and playing all them games, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Them people are puppets. Them distractors. They'll never change your life. They can't change your life. They are doing as they are told to do. These people ain't in. When you feel like you finna vote somebody in to change your life, you're putting yourself in a peasant state of mind, a peasant way of living. Asking. What you asking for? So when you ask, you putting yourself in position to be taken advantage of. Man, come on, bro. Are you serious? And this is what they want. Ain't nobody you voting ain't gonna help you, man. When you come out to work with that pen and say I voted, look at yourself and say, damn, like the hell I just did. It ain't gonna help you. It's not gonna help. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, and when the market crash, that's the best time to get rich. But if you ain't an entrepreneur, or if you ain't no investor, or if you ain't a person that just thinks like that, it'll go right over your head. When the crash hit, everything is low. This is the time to buy. But guess what? A lot of us don't have the finances to even do that type of shit. When, like right now, real estate so high, everything high. It has to crash. Think about it. It has to crash. So when it be crash, this is the time to buy. But you ain't got no money to buy. You see how that work? When you give your money to the bank got up to 9 times to lend that money back out. So if you get a bank 100,000, they can loan out 9 times that. And this is how they make money. They loan your money out. And this is why I tell you, use credit, use the bank's money. Simple. But again, this inflation, man, is just one thing that people got to understand, that the cost of living is so high. If you ain't putting yourself in position to, like I say, be a boss or restrict the way you live, because like you don't have to buy a $500 belt, or you don't have, like me, I wear graphic tees. I'm not a fancy dude. Like I don't have to have all that stuff, because I understand, like when I got into fashion, man, this shit coming from China. The same shirt you spending $80 on, bro, they making that, and that's why fashion clothes and stuff gonna always ain't going nowhere, because the profit margin, bro, is ridiculous. The ROIs are ridiculous. Return on investment, that's what that means. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, you got to understand, bro, when you ain't putting yourself in position, you gonna get taken advantage of. It's just gonna happen. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So inflation is real, especially if you're working a job and stuff like that. And all I'm telling you is this: get in position, bro, right now, because right now you'll never see this happen again in your life. The transition from physical money to digital money, man, it's so many millionaires being created every day. But if you ain't in the know, or you trained to be a worker, or that's why I say you got to go read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You got to read it. You have to read it to see from a rich dad's perspective and a poor dad's perspective. It'll blow your mind. This is written by Robert Kiyosaki. You got to go read this book. You got to. Man, you have to go read that book. And like I say, it'll give you the perception of a rich dad and a poor dad. You know what I'm saying? Aloha, what's going on, man? I definitely appreciate the contribution, man. Thank you so much. I always love listening to everything you say is facts. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that so much, man. But I'm just saying, man, I just try to give it to them in a way they ain't finna get it nowhere else. But if you think about what I'm saying, bro, it's all factual. Man, this shit was a setup from the get up. You know what I'm saying? The way they teach us in school is a certain way. Individualism. Everything we do have to do on our own. All these are curriculums that they study and they pass on to teachers. Some of these teachers are getting realer and realer by the day. I got to show love. You know why? Let me tell you why. A lot of these teachers and people that's just in the educational field, they starting to realize, hey, man, we teaching these kids bull. We literally setting these kids up to be taken advantage on later on in life. The curriculums that they forcing these teachers to teach these kids. You have to understand, school is a brainwash camp. That's all it is. They have to teach you some type of education to be told what to do. Imagine if you never went to school, you don't know how to read, right? Okay, we can't do nothing with that. We need to at least teach them the English and teach them this and tell them that and then we send our kids to school to get that brainwash. That's all it is. But a lot of them teachers starting to wake up and starting to say, hell no, I ain't doing this. But these people study curriculums, study. Psychology is in everything. Psychology is in everything. And when they get these curriculums, they implement these curriculums onto our kids. And these are ways where they learn individualism. Ubuntu is an African word, right? And that basically means, that basically means, right? Let me tell y'all about that right quick, and we'll jump right back on it. But this has had a lot to do with what I meant by individualism and collectivism, right? Individualism basically means just what it say. They want you to live as an individual. They don't want you to do everything on your own. You don't need no help. They want you to you divide and conquer. That's all it is. And collectivism means people that work together. We all work together. They don't want that. They're afraid of that. Trust me when I tell you. They don't give a fuck how much money you got, fame. But when you can bring people together for the right cause, they coming. That's when they coming. But listen, Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu basically means I am because we are. Okay. There was a psychologist, right? They told these African kids, it's probably about 15, maybe 20 of them, right? Told them kids, I'm gonna put a fruit basket by the tree. When I say 1, 2, 3, go, the first one they get to the fruit basket, it's the shit they teach us in school now. The first one that get to the fruit basket can have all the fruits. That's individualism. Without you even knowing. Trust me when I tell you, like, stay with me. They teach us these things in school. Oh, you racing. The first one, not the first all or the first 5, the first one to the finish line. But anyway, when he say 1, 2, 3, the first one to that fruit or basket by the tree, you can have it. When he said 1, 2, 3, them kids jumped up and held hands and they went to the basket all together. Got that basket of fruit, sat down and started eating it. And he couldn't understand why. He asked them, why didn't one of y'all just run and get the fruit? And they said, Ubuntu. And that's what that means. That means I am because we are. That alone would change our lives. You don't understand how we are bred to just be, thinking of ourselves on what I can do. This is an individualistic country. I'm just being real with you. It's common sense. But that's how they get us, man. That's how they get us. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they do. And I'm just being real. It's crazy because a lot of us have been brought up that way and not even know it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the reason why I want to make this Night Tonight podcast about inflation, because I see that it's finna rock a lot of us. It's finna really hit a lot of us hard because we're not and I ain't gonna say everybody, but we're not in that financial situation or we're not financially in position to withstand this type of shit. And I'm speaking of families who don't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Got $50 to last through the whole week. Man, ain't nowhere in hell, man, should nobody live like that. But this is a game. I told you, he who wins the war can set this shit up how they want, can rewrite history how they want. That's why I always tell people, you're gonna do 3 things. 1, we all gonna get together and take this shit like they did. 2, we're gonna all get together and buy it. Or 3, we're just gonna sit there and complain. That's it. You have to understand, man, these people got us by not just the balls, but they got us by this. They got us up here. From the time you went to school, man, they done plugged up here and showed you a whole reality. They ain't got shit to do with nothing. We old enough to know this now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you learn this, man. I told you, man, I went to school. I got kicked out my 9th grade year. It took me a few months to get back in. I got back in school and graduated a year early. Me or my brothers ain't never had no issue with school. To me, that shit was a waste of time and it was easy. I never had no issue with school. And one of my brothers had every college in the world that wanted him just for his brains. That man had letters. I'm talking about boxes and boxes of letters, like a football player, like somebody. My little brother went to college for football. He had boxes and boxes of letters for athletics, like for playing football. My other brother had letters and boxes of letters for his brain. So basically what I'm saying is this. They control our education, which controls the way we see the world, which gives us the fear. People scared to get their own. I can tell you, bro, you get your own business, bro. You're going to make more money. You can be your own boss. You ain't putting all this 40 years in for somebody and that. You know that. You know having your own business will make you more money. You know having your own business will give you financial freedom. But we go back to the why. I keep telling you, you got to be a why person. Why in the hell people ain't doing it? Why? If you know you're going to make more money working for yourself. Now, when I say this, there's no problem with having a job because you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. But working for 40 years, no, I'm against that. Do what you got to do. But I'm against that. Working for somebody. Fuck, I'm tell you something. The rich people, they need you to work. I don't care how much money you got, they need workers. Think about what I'm saying now. They need workers. So, of course, they're going to make us go through school. They're going to create curriculums where we individuals, we can't work together. Why we can't work together? Like I was telling my partner the other day, B, who? Me and my brothers, we retire our mama. Why would we wait on the job to retire our mama? That's our mama. That's your mama. Waiting on the job to retire your mama? And the only reason you'll say, oh, shoot, only because you'll say like, oh, hell no, they ain't gonna work. The only reason you saying it because of your mindset. That's it. How you gonna get these motherfuckers a 401k? Man, that's the biggest scam in the world. Anytime there's a pool of money, there's some investing going on. Think about it. If you got a company that got 400 employees, they dipping in your check all on. You think they just letting that money sit because you a little bitty boy, a little bitty girl, you can't manage your own money? Hell no, they invest in your damn money. And by the time they give you your money, when you get what? The life expectancy is what, 67 years old? Hell, you can't file for your 401k till you about what, 60 something? Like, look at the numbers. This is a game, my nigga. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know, y'all, and for y'all who do have 401ks and all, man, that's cool. But trust me, these folk can charge you for you going in your own damn money. How you gonna charge me for getting my own money? Why is it that we know as a people, not even just black folk, just as a people, it's more people on the lower level than the upper level, right? If we came together, we know we'll be more powerful, but why we don't do it? You have to understand the brain fucking, I'm trying to start. You have to understand the brainwashing they done gave us since a toddler. I told you, if you take a child and you raise them to be a dog, trust me, they'll act like a dog, bark like a dog, lay down like a dog. They'll do everything a dog do because you don't got control of their mind. You gave them the reality. They born in. That's why they say when you're a child, you at your purest because you haven't been taught what fear is and what that is and this is. You don't have none of that. That's why a baby can sit in the middle of the floor and a snake can slither right beside him. To you, you might go, that baby crazy. That baby got no. You scared of that motherfucker because of what a bitch told you. Like I tell you, man, animals, you can learn a lot from animals. They move off vibration. Anyway, we know these things, man. So like I say, on the financial tip, man, I want y'all to get in a position, man. Start getting your own, man. Start laying up with your old lady, your wife, and say, baby, do what we need to do. And another thing, too, I'm finna start taking some calls, man. And another thing I'm gonna say, I'm just going on, man. I know y'all got look, Jermaine, what's up, bro? Yeah, history does repeats itself. Yeah. bloodline. You're right. You're right. Queen Elizabeth, that motherfucker owned a whole Canada, not just a whole Canada. How can a group of people bleed like us? Well, if you really want to go deep, we'll leave that for another podcast. But how can you acquire that type of shit without lies, deceit, killings, and all the above? You can't. So they'll tell you, go out there and get it the honest way. Be honest. How the fuck? When they took it, they took every when you walk outside in America, man, you walking on blood, homie. They gonna trick you and tell you go get it honest, but they stole it, took it. Come on, man. God gave you common sense for a reason, man. You gotta use it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when people money go low, they become dependent on the government, and that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, once you really figure all this stuff out, man, you start seeing the world for what it is, man. You start seeing the world for what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once you open your eyes, you can't close them. And I'm being real, man. All the 401k, that shit scam. Charging you to go on your own damn money. That shit, that's crazy as hell. Don't make no damn sense. Then, right, I'm gonna let you pay for vacation time out your check. So you mean tell me I got to pay for my own time? I don't think y'all heard. Like I don't know if I'm talking to my damn. These folk like let you pay them for vacation time out your check. What kind of barbecue, biscuit, Kentucky Fried Chicken shit is that? Well, we brainwashed, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, homie. If you got sisters, brothers, cousins, man, y'all need to come together. We all need to come together as first as a family. You know what I'm saying? Start in the family first. Man, if it's for y'all, man, if I knew then what I know now, man, me and all my brothers, we'll get a business. And we're gonna work that business. We're gonna stay in one house. And as that business grow, one of us can, okay, you move out. Or if one of us about to get married or whatever the case may be, okay, bro, move out. But we got to be collective with this, like collectivism. We're working at one business. This is our family business. To the point we might can start another business. The same business though. We finna franchise our own shit. We working for ourselves. We ain't working for no other company. Bro, we ain't working for no other company. And you got to understand, at the end of the day, I would rather do that than you go work for that company. You go work for that company. You go work for that company. No, bitch, we're going to work for our own company. So when it comes time to pass the company down, we could do it. Bro, don't you know some people work for a company 20 years, and when the numbers ain't right, be walking there and tell you, come on in here, man, I got to talk to you about you. Well, the numbers ain't looking right. We got to let you go. 20 years. You just gave these motherfuckers 20 years. 20 years. Imagine you gave your company that you building with your family 20 years. Where'd it be? See, they throw all this shit at us, man. They want us to buy the Gucci's and the this and the that. They want us to keep spending this money. But, bro, if I know then what I know now, ain't no way. Get a family house. We rent that bitch out. Okay, when we ain't got it rented, if you had a son and your son either about to be married or just had a baby and we all collectively say we welcome them in the family and they can stay at the family house for a whole year, but they got to work at the job though. They got to work at the same business. But y'all stay there for a whole year. Get yourself together. See, the same thing what happened with the Amish people. They had an Amish show. They fucked over them. Amish people, if you know anything about Amish people, they live off the land. nothing mechanical, none of that, right? If you saw that show where the young Amish people wanted to be like Americanized people, they want to live regular lives. Them people had a show on TV tearing their infrastructure apart. And they was doing it right in front of our faces. And it was entertaining to a lot of people. But when you open them eyes, you can see clean through it. They tearing the Amish people down. These are like the last of the Mohicans that live collectively. Where the men go out and, do what they got to do. And the women, they cook and keep the kids. And we talking about real Amish life. Like up in Delaware, certain places and shit like that. Told them people down. But if you give a company 20 years, I promise you it ain't going to be worth it. Not over you giving yourself 20 years. So what I'm telling you is this. We have to get back to living collectively, together. Starting with your family. Sis, bruh, your mama. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be y'all against America. And I'm telling you, two people going to always outdo one. So if you ain't never heard, you heard it from me. And when you do it like that, you have a stronger infrastructure, right? You have insurance as far as like if anything was to happen, y'all got your own business. Y'all running y'all own thing. Can't nobody wake up and fire you. You showing your kids how to do the same thing. I want to give a big shout out to my girl over there, Q. Q's Cracking Crabs over in Cocoa. And one thing I love about her and Anthony, which is her husband, they got their kids working in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's all family owned. It's Black owned. And if y'all know Q, man, y'all tag her on here. But I love the way they got that going. That blew my mind. You even get tax cuts when you hire your own kids. But I'm telling you, we'll send our kids out there in the world to just start all over with. You know what I'm saying? We'll send our kids out to go be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Hell no, we've been running that company for 20 years. You finna come work here. Cause when you do it as a family, man, this shit strong. Like them Italian families, bring a nigga in that family you want to. They gonna disclaim your ass. You was nothing to them no more. Or if you want to be in that family and do what you want to do, they'll declaim you. Oh, you give up by our last name. You was an outcast. Then you got people put their family first. I have to talk this over with my family. I can't just do what I want to do. It's about my family. And we won't do that shit no more, man. And that's why we be in these financial situations, man, these crises. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, when it comes to finances, we miseducated. When it comes to money, we miseducated. Any type of infrastructure when it comes to finances, we miseducated. You get what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, you're going to always get that's just like if you took somebody that ain't from the hood and you bring them into that world. Bro, they don't know what the fuck going on. You could take a Fortune 500 company CEO, make millions and billions, change his environment, put them in the hood. Hey, what they're going for? They're going for a band. That man don't know what the fuck a band is. He don't sense when something to go down. He ain't from that environment. Change his environment. We see how smart he is. But when they create the environment and create all the resources and create everything, they go, of course. It's all a game. Come on, man. Like I said, we all gonna get together and take it. We all gonna get together and buy it. Or we just gonna talk shit about it. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. But at the end of the day, man, we got to understand as folk, man, bro, I don't care how you want to put it. If you and your family can't get together, bro, and do these things, for each person that go out there in that world, it's just gonna be more harder and harder on you. And I know the first thing we're gonna say, blood thicker than water, or this and that. We got to change it. It's plenty families in other cultures, bro, strong. And it's black families too. I ain't gonna just say there ain't no black families like that. But that's how it should be. But we, man, I know I'm a lot off topic, but this goes a lot because at the end of the day, come on, bro. All that, I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me. Man, that's your brother, bro. That's your mama. A lot of y'all will get with other groups of people or cults or just whatever and be more brothers and sisters to them than your own brother. Don't make no sense. And this is why I say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The thing about it is this, right? If we don't change that shit, bro, they damn sure ain't gonna change it for us. Because I'm telling you, from the time you go to school, you at work. Why you think they got to keep you working? Because you'll figure this shit out. If we had enough time on our hand where we ain't got to, just imagine, nobody got to go to work. Man, we got plenty of time to figure this shit out. But they got to keep you leaning forward. They got to keep you chasing that money, chasing this, chasing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they do that. Like I say, man, I want to hold y'all long, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a few calls, man. We're gonna get it in like Flynn. And like I say, man, this crash finna hit. And I just want people to stop being afraid to step out there, start getting with your brother, your best friend, and y'all the same way you go to work for that job, man, go to work for your damn self, man. I'm gonna show you just how much brainwashed people are. People will go to work for strangers they don't even know. I mean, be prompt. Be there every day. They in that bit. And won't go to work for themselves. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's happening, man? You on the Pop It Up podcast. What they do? What going on, bro? Hold on, I'm gonna see. I don't know why this thing will be tripping. Hold on, they hitting it. What going on, bro? You on here now?
I'm on here now?
Yeah. What going on?
Oh, nothing, man. What's the topic? What we talking about right now?
Man, we just talking about, man, this big crash that's coming, finances and families working together, man. Those type of things. You on it now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all bad, man. All bad.
It damn so is.
I watch the podcast faithfully, man. I tell everybody all about you.
Appreciate that. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I try to tell a lot of people, man. It's gonna get ugly, man. I hear you talking about AI a lot, man. I wanted to tell you that it was something I saw earlier today. I was like trying to figure out how do I get in touch with how can I get in touch with him? But it was something from 6 years ago. That Sophia, I was like, I want to tell him about that. Put that on there,
Right.
Yeah, it's just all bad, man. People so blind and so stupid, man. I talk to my family members about this type of stuff all the time.
Right.
They look at me like they hear me, but you just like you say, they hear you, but they don't hear you.
Right. Hey, man, you got to shake them till you wake them.
Yeah, man. Always. And see, I'm the type of guy, I always got mad about it. I always get mad. And I had one of my older fellas tell me, man, you can't get mad at people, man. You can't be mad. And listening to you, I said, okay. He always say, well, it's up to you on what you want to do. I'm just telling you the real and what it is.
Right.
I can't make you do nothing.
Yeah, man. They know how it is, man. But like I tell people all the time, I appreciate you for even coming at them, man, because that you shit, you like me. You know what I'm saying? You a white person. You ain't just floating. You ain't just blowing with the wind. You know, a lot of these folk, they see what you see. Someone just afraid. They just scared, or you know, they just gonna feel how they feel. They just that brainwashed. Some people just that brainwashed, bro. They're afraid, bro. But now, man, I definitely appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For
man.
doing that. So.
What you doing? I really appreciate it. I really, you know, I'm gonna for you. This thing is, you know, I be want to tell you about you and talk to you about, and I don't know how to, you know, do it.
Definitely. Now you can check in. I definitely if this your number, I can text you the email, man. Get you on the mailing list and stuff, and we could definitely chop it up. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that's a blessing.
Okay, definitely. I definitely appreciate it though, bro.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you, man. For real.
For sure. What's happening, man? You locked in. Definitely. Let me give a shout out to Life with Jeremiah, man. Appreciate it. Like Russ say, man, that's how the essays is. Starting one house all together and build a business together. That's it. Hey, what's happening? You on the Pop It Up podcast? What it do, bro? Hello? What's happening, bro?
Hey, this popped up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm watching the podcast right now.
Right.
So I got something for you, popped up. I really want you to we be watching your videos and we be seeing how you talk about programming and stuff. We got someone for you. His name is Dr. Thurman Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
He was involved in holistic healing.
Oh yeah,
and,
they don't like that. Yeah. I get
and he had basically discovered that there's a problem in the medical field that we're treating symptoms, we're not treating the cause of the problem. And he says the problem is because we think in pictures and we have no picture of the mind.
right.
And he said it brings confusion when people think of the mind. And then you have to, like I said, we think in pictures. If I tell you to close your eyes and think of your front door, you're going to see your front door. It's going to flash on the screen of your mind.
Right.
But when you tell you to think of your mind, you have no picture.
No recollection of it. Right.
Exactly. So no cells of recognition. So his name is Dr. Thurman Fleet, and he has it's called the Mind Model.
Mind Model. Can you text it to this phone here?
Yes, sir.
Man, please do that, man. We definitely tap in.
All right, man. Hey, appreciate it, yo. Appreciate everything you do. This is an honor to even be able to give you some information.
Nah, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man.
All right, thank you.
For sure.
All right, man, have a good one.
You too. Definitely, it's all love, man.
Pop it up, you the shit.
Hey, they calling in like hell, man. What's happening, man? You on the Pop It Up podcast?
Hey, what's up, Pop It Up, man?
What they do, my brother?
Nothing, man. My name Mike, calling all the way from North Carolina, man. I just want to give you a big shout out, man. I see you doing your thing. I've been following you for a while, man. And I just think that, you know, until more people be like you and not be afraid to stand up to tell the truth, you know, ain't nothing gonna change, you know.
Definitely.
Like back in the day, you know, we were slaves. I think they freed us because we just got tired of it, you know, and we was like, either y'all gonna let us free or we gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah,
when people start being afraid to stand up for what they believe in and willing to risk their life for it, you know, ain't nothing gonna change.
Right. And that's why they attack us on all levels, you know. That's why they got the jitterbug with the gangster music, and that's why they putting women out there like that, because they control the perception of what they think people will like. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, man, that shit goes so deep, bro. Like, you don't understand. Like I tell people, the way you feel about yourself, they control that. They got you feeling that way. And you may not think, but they do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to a certain degree, you know?
That's a fact. And we follow this culture, man, this hip hop culture, and we don't even own it, man. That's the crazy thing.
Man.
No, man. We don't even own this culture that we follow. Everybody wanna be
right,
a rapper, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we don't even own none of that. They don't even know. They just using that to brainwash us and keep us fighting. You know, that's why I call it New Willie Lynch. You know what I'm saying? It's just keeping us all in a box fighting each other.
Yeah.
You know.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You turn the old against the young. You turn the light against the dark. Long hair against the short hair. The this to that. It's all about turning people against each other so that we don't have no collectivism. We don't live together. You know, we experiencing things together, and it goes way deeper than that, bro. Like, man, I can get so deep. It's just certain stuff I can't even talk about that shit on these platforms because they be on some.
I know,
You know what I'm saying?
Man, just scratching the surface, but I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know other people calling, trying to talk to you. But like I said, man, keep doing your thing, keep standing up for the truth, man. Keep fighting for what you believe, man. I shout out to you, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it, bro.
You're listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
Thank you, man.
All right.
That's what's up, man. That's love, man. That love, North Carolina in the building. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man, because oh my God. That's why I be saying sometimes, bro, I can't just talk about the shit I want to talk about. But damn, man. These folk got us, man. They done a number on us, man. What's happening on the Pop It Up podcast?
What's going on, Papa Duck?
What they doing, my boy? I see you in Alabama.
Yeah, man, it was good.
What part?
Oh man, I'll be everywhere, man. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham. You know, I'll be busy, man.
I done been up through all, man. I've been in every city performing, man. Like Alabama, I love y'all, man. Y'all really kept me out the streets and doing what I'm doing. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Alabama will always get my respect, bro.
You know what, man? You're welcome, man. You know, I don't know what part I played in it, but you know, you're most definitely welcome.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man.
That's good. But yeah, man, what you talking about, man? I understand every bit of it, man. You know, it's bad, man. But everything is finna reset, man. You know,
Yeah.
the earth is like the energy is changing. Everything is moving into a different, you know, different stage. So
Right.
everybody need to wake up, really, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah,
if you ain't waking up right now, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
and they waking up though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's looking way better than it did, man. A lot of people are waking up, not and from different colors of people, races of people. This different. It's crazy, bro. So I can't say on that aspect. It's getting better, bro. It is, but you damn sure right. Like the more people wake up, the more we realize what's going on. The more we can break away from these mental chains, and really it's just, you know, start out, because we've been robbed of our whole life, man. Our whole life been a damn lie. Every fucking thing. Yeah. And it's crazy that
then, like,
not to cut you off, but it's crazy that I know somebody that just had a baby today, man. Shouts out to them. We welcome them, you know, in the fam or whatever the case may be. But it's crazy what I was told, which I knew. I'd done a video on this before, but I didn't know that they charge you to store your own placenta. They really don't want you with it.
Oh wow.
They really don't even want you with it.
Definitely don't.
Hell no. They don't want you with
it. They make money off of it.
They make money off it. And man, I'm gonna do a whole nother, that placenta for the women that's having kids or about to have or go on labor, whatever the case may be. Start studying that placenta and all the things that basically, like, a lot of people take them and make them out of capsules, take them as pills, and these people want to take everything from us and lie to us about shit and use it against us.
Not to cut you off, but you know, in the old tradition, man, they used to bury it in the backyard. That's what they used to do.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have. You ever heard of lotus birth, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have an at-home birth, and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they put it in like a wooden bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and they put herbs in there with the center, let all the, you know, the blood, nutrients go
Right.
to the baby. That's the natural way to do it.
And you don't supposed to cut
that's really the true connection to the higher power, really.
Fact. And you don't supposed to cut that umbilical cord right out, neither. You're supposed to let it come off on its own.
You're supposed to. A lot of people don't do that. Oh, it's not that a lot of people don't do it. It's a lot of people that don't know about it.
They don't know nothing about it. You don't even supposed to lay on your back and have a baby. You don't supposed to go against gravity like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's some European shit. But man,
exactly, bro.
That's crazy, man. I definitely appreciate you, man, checking in, man.
No problem, man. Anytime. Hey, I'm gonna mess with you, man. You go live, I get to know you every time. You know?
Definitely, man.
I be looking at the videos all the time. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're a powerful man. You're a god. Just knew
Definitely.
that.
Hey, man, thank you so much, bro.
No problem, Papa.
Definitely.
You're listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
That's real, man. A lot of people be blowed, man, what these folks do. Even with them organs. Man, you know how much organs cost? You know how much? Oh, my God. That's a whole nother podcast, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Man, you'll be blowed, man. Man, cognitive dissonance. I speak about that all the time. For y'all that may not know what cognitive dissonance is, it's like when your brain do something over and over and over and over again. That's why they so repetitive with the same shit. They want to show you that this is how the outcome gonna be when the police run down on a, you know what, or this. They're why they're gonna keep showing you this shit. This stuff will never go nowhere. It'll never go nowhere. It's like watching a scary movie. It be in your head for a little bit, then it withers away because out of sight, out of mind. But if it's constant on your mind, you start to gain. It's like cognitive dissonance. Your brain starts to see something so much, till it starts to believe and develop some type of truth about it. So when somebody come and say something opposite of it, you be like, you off rip, be like, no, all because you've been beat this in your head. You get what I'm saying? And people don't understand from a psychological standpoint with psychology. If they show you as a person or a group of people, blacks, that you ain't nothing, y'all loud, you're obnoxious, you steal, you lie, you do all this. If they show you this over and over and over, you start to believe it. To the point even black folks don't like black folks. And I'm just using that as an example. But these are the things, how they get us, because they know our mind better than we do. We don't have no laboratories to break certain things down. We rely on them for all type of different, vital information. This shit is all a big lie. And if you're in any field of these things I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. They don't like holistic doctors. Why? Because they give out natural remedies. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to, they want you to go to Walgreens. And that's why I say, when we was younger, we had home remedies. Man, I ain't never went to some hospital when I was young. Never. Man, you had to be down there dead. And today, as soon as somebody cough or man, they want to run them to the hospital. Don't do that. Don't do that. But like I say, man, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I want to hold y'all this long. It's been a nice one. You know what I'm saying? We had almost 600 people on here. That's pretty good. When I say I appreciate y'all, I appreciate everybody that hit that share button, that like button, everybody that be tuning in to me on the videos. And like I say, man, the reason why I love doing what I'm doing, because it makes me a wholesome person. Not only that, you know, when you know certain shit, you just can't turn a blind eye to it. It just don't work like that. It's like when you open your eyes to certain things, and I've always been a why person. Can't just say anything, tell me anything. It's like, why? If it don't make sense to me, it don't make sense. But the way I see the world is totally different than a lot of people, man. And I know y'all see it a certain way now too. You know, as we've been going on this journey. For those who done tuned in, man, appreciate y'all. And it's just crazy, man. This stuff these people are doing, man, crazy, man. They engineering genes and shit, man. You can have babies now. They can make them fat, short, tall. They can make the eye color this color. They experimenting and they playing God on a whole nother level. And I'm telling you, man, like, yo, these some wicked ass people, bro. When I say wicked, half the shit I want to say, I can't even say. But we got to get back in tune and not be afraid of where we come from. And just understand, man, you have to be a why person. Don't just be one of them people that just go for whatever the fuck they tell you. Don't be one of them people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of them people. And like I say, people are waking up more and more. And that's why I do what I do. Because I try to get people to see stuff in a different light. When I speak about individualism, collectivism, just from a simple standpoint, it's starting to wake people up from a simple base. Anybody can understand it. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna this. You know, on one side of the ball, we must support each other more. You know, as black folks, or just in general, We need to support more, man. We need to be leaders amongst our own communities. Step in when you see a situation. It ain't always pull out your phone and record a bit, busting each other head over. Man, that shit for the birds, man. You know, these youngsters, man, they really the ones who can change it and gonna change it. But that's why they gave the rap game to the youngsters. You can't tell a young dude with $250,000 in his pocket, you know, all the wisdom that is priceless. He ain't trying to hear it. And this is exactly in the Willie Lynch letter. Turn the old against the young. Therefore, the disconnect, you know, the old can definitely tell you he got more wisdom. She got more wisdom. She could definitely tell you what you're doing, what you ain't doing. You can't run it on these old folk. They been there, done that. Like my mama always told me, you coming and I'm gone. That's what she meant. I done the shit you trying to do. So when you disconnect them, bro, that's a big gap between the young and the old, and they can't get that knowledge from the old heads. They don't even respect the old heads. But again, me as who I am, you as who you are, you don't control what these young jitterbugs are thinking and doing. And this is what I mean. If you don't own nothing, you cannot control the perception. We can only do what we're doing right now. We can move forward, but I'm just speaking on a major scale. People like us that's coming together talking about these things, we going up against all the big rappers, all the big actors, all the political people. We going up against all these big companies. We going up against the athletes, everything you can think of, magazines, TV, radio. We all are going up against them big giants because they got a big enough speaker. They got way more influence. They the one got people thinking the way they thinking. The shit men do today didn't do that back then. You couldn't be, and again, I don't care what you do. That's your business. But you couldn't be like this and come around my grandma. Hell no. They ain't go for that back then. Things have changed. Why? Because it's going according to their agenda, not yours. So when you think about what these jitterbugs are doing, think about who controlling their thoughts. And when I say thoughts, I mean on all levels. On all levels. And that's some deep shit, though, I just told you. Think about who controlling them. Because it ain't me. It ain't you. Who got them in school with pistols in their book sights and want to do all that crazy, you know, who? Now you'll start figuring out the record companies and the role they play, the stuff they put on our social media. Because half the shit that pop up on my social media, I don't be want to watch that stuff. But they know what they doing. They know what they doing. But anyway, man, you know I love y'all, man. If y'all made it this far, man, appreciate y'all, man. Every Wednesday, man, 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? We locked and loaded. It's the Pop It Up Podcast, man. And like I say, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for coming through this journey with me. Because like they say, you want to know who really fought with you? Go through hell and see who gonna go with you. And that's real. So hopefully, man, I open up somebody's eyes on some things. Hopefully, man, I can get somebody to go talk to their family members, man. Life too short, man. Make it right. Start a business with your cousin. Start a business with your sister. And y'all really respectfully respect each other. Identify who got the brains and who don't. Identify these things. Read books on business. Like, it's time we change this shit, because the soon as you go work for somebody, you asking to be a slave. And that's no disrespect. It's not. I'm sorry. If you feel offended, no disrespect. But it's true. So I'd rather you work for yourself. I'd rather you build your own empire. And this is why they rushing with this artificial intelligence, not just for them to have workers. Because they say robots don't take vacations. Robots don't get tired. And why would we sit back and let these motherfuckers build artificial intelligence, robots and different stuff, and that shit gonna wipe us out as far as like, it's gonna get rid of us. Cause like I said, we should be burning the motherfucking facilities down. What? But that's how brainwashed we are. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. And I love y'all, man. I gotta let y'all go. This is the Pop It Up Podcast. Appreciate everybody that hit that share button, man, and everybody that deal with me on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. Everybody who check out my music, thank you so much, man. So with that being said, I will holler at y'all on the next one. And like I tell you, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Yeah, y'all.
Thanks for listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
And I'll hit y'all up next week, man. Peace and love.